Be another productive day. Content, giving value, changing lives, and teaching you the exact stuff that's gotten me to this position to where I could be on the penthouse on a Sunday morning, enjoying the sun. You need a plan. Without a plan, you're not going to get shit done. Once you have a plan, all of this is just a matter of taking action on a daily basis, following the plan, and just doing what you need to. What's going on, Birdie? How you doing? How you doing? Things. But when it comes to the fair value gap, I'll say the easiest way to think about it, it's not going to get easier. You're going to get stronger. It's a long journey, but it's worth it. Trust me. Look at the view that I'm watching.
Do what they want to achieve what they can. I'll give you guys a little tip. One of the things I kind of do is like a little game I play with myself. Every time I go to the gym and there's other people in the gym.
But this is like the little guideline that I'm going to give you.
From a funded account. If you're trading a funded account, you're able to get consistent. The fuck did I just hear?
Good morning, everybody. It's bright as shit, I ain't gonna lie. Coming out here, I thought it was gonna be a nice idea. I cannot see shit, but good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another day. Today it is Sunday. I was about to say Saturday. Today it is Sunday. We're gonna have a great day. We have a session with the team later on tonight. I was gonna do it this morning, but I ended up going to sleep mad late last night. I'm still up off of 4 hours of sleep, but I'm not gonna wake up for 4 hours of sleep. Just try to get some work done because mentally I'm not gonna be there. So I scheduled it for later on tonight. We're gonna get that going on, but we're gonna also go to this Thai market. I'm gonna get some content. I'm gonna bring my glasses and everything. It's like a festival. It's like a little food market thing. Kind of cool, but we're about to go do that. And then my girlfriend has work today. And then besides that, it's just gonna be another productive day. Content, giving value, changing lives, and teaching you the exact stuff that's gotten me to this position to where I could be on the penthouse on a Sunday morning, enjoying the sun. That's what it's all about. But let's get the day started. I'm gonna bring you guys along for everything. Let's have a great day. Made it to the market. I'm sure what I'm walking into over here. I'm not sure what this is, to be honest. What I walked into over here. It's cool though. I've seen these fragments before. But yeah, I'm trying to find an ATM because it's only cash. We're gonna run out the low cash that we have. So I'm on a joint right now, but I don't think they're gonna have one. Look like we got some monks over here. Good timing. I'm gonna get some pictures of them going in. Alright, got some 2 pickups ready. Got chicken on a stick. I got another like chicken thing. This is like all the temple. Yeah, it's like a long line for all the food, but it's thorough out. I'm about to walk all the way down here to show you guys. Recording on the Ray-Bans right now. But yeah, it's pretty nice out. Great day. It's only 11 o'clock, 2 in the morning. I do have to hop on a call with one of my students so in a little bit. So once I get out of here, hop on that call. It's like off the water over here. It's cool. Rice in a bag. All right, right now I'm back from the Thai market. I'm gonna show you a little content. It was cool, got a lot of food and everything, but now it's time for me to get back to work. I had to hop on a call with one of my students. This is gonna be the second call I have with him. I think he joined the team maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. I got up to speed with him, tried to get him on some content to get him started with the system and strategy and everything that you get inside of the program. But now it's time for his next steps, and I'm gonna guide him through all the steps he needs to do to actually get experience with the concepts, actually get confidence with the concepts, so that you can actually start going for a funded account, make some money to then put into a live. It's like the whole system behind it. We're about to go over, so he has a good little guideline because you need a plan. Without a plan, you're not gonna get shit done. Once you have a plan, all is just a matter of taking action on a daily basis, following the plan, and just doing what you need to. You won't be worrying about what to do. You'll just be worrying about actually doing it. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna give you little clips or not. If I do, I do. If I don't, it is what it is. But we're still gonna have a very productive day. What's going on, Birdie? How you doing? How you doing? Good. No, I'm doing good, Birdie. What I'll say too, the next thing I want you to start getting into is gonna be the VIP recordings. Specifically, you have something you can write down just so you remember these ones specifically. Just remember, when you go into the VIP recordings or the meeting calls, I think I changed the name to the meeting recordings. Whichever one, you'll know the name. You'll see it'll be recording something. But in there, go to the specific ones that are gonna be like the weekly review slash back testing. On those ones specifically, I'm going over all the trades that are basically all the ideal trades from the week. So every week, basically like the one we did yesterday, I basically go over all of that. And that's one way that's gonna be able to kind of teach you to keep looking for the same thing in terms of what we're looking for. So in terms of the false breaks, in terms of the fair value gaps, reviewing it every day, reviewing it every week is only just gonna keep building like knowing what to look for, right? Like the only way I'm continuously knowing what to look for, the only way I'm confident to be able to continue taking these types of trades, because I keep doing it and I'm reviewing it and I keep just making sure I'm paying attention to specific things. But when it comes to the fair value gap, I'll say the easiest way to think about it, think of it like when you gotta paint a wall, right? When you put your paintbrush into paint, it's gonna have a lot of paint on it at first. So, but say you start from the top of the wall and start moving it down. It's not gonna be fully thick the entire way down, right? It's like gonna slowly dwindle away. Think of fair value gaps is like that. When price has a lot of volume going in one specific direction, whether it's going up or going down, it's going to slowly dwindle because it can't keep that a lot of volume that entire time. And AKA in terms of the analogy, the paint won't be as thick the entire time. So you know what you got to do when you're painting, you got to go right back up, right? You got to go over it again with more paint. So that's like the same thing with the market. The market will constantly be going up and down and leave specific areas in the market that it needs to come back to before going back up. That's like the easiest way for me to explain it without like an actual chart being in front of me. But because now that you know what to look for, now it's just a matter of getting used to seeing it, getting used to looking for it, getting used to seeing it before it happens. You know what I mean? It's like I always say, I can ride a bike in front of you, I can tell you how to ride a bike, but until you now do it, it's not gonna necessarily benefit you. But now that you know what to look for, it's just a matter of going into the charts. Like everything in terms of price action, in terms of why the market is gonna do this, why the market is gonna do that, is going to be, but this is like the little guideline that I'm gonna give you. Okay, so on November 16th, there's an hour video on my exact trade setups. That is this one right here. Just so you can, it'll be this one right here. All right, just got off the call with my boy. I think I got some recordings. I was just giving him crazy game. I kind of like being able to go back to like kind of, I don't want to say dumb myself down, but like kind of have to dial myself down in terms of like what I know. Because right now I'm not at the point to where I'm trying to figure out how to get confidence in myself for a trade, how to get confidence to take a funded account, how to get confidence to take my first trade. Like those are all the things that I'm teaching Maurice right now. And it's kind of crazy. Like I haven't really taught like the pure bare bone basics in a while. So it's kind of cool to be able to do that. But yeah, it really put into perspective how long I've been trading and how many obstacles I've been through, because that's just crazy. I've been through a lot of different phases in terms of trying to figure out how to get profitable, trying to figure out how to take a trade, how to get in a trade, how to get out of a trade, like all these different phases, all these different things that you need to learn. It's a long journey, but it's worth it, trust me. Like look at the view that I'm watching. It's all worth it. It takes time, it's hard, it's worth it. If I could promise you one thing, and I don't like to make promises to you guys because at the end of the day, shit happens, but if I could tell you one thing that is guaranteed going to happen, if I could promise you this one thing, it's gonna be that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to get easier. You're going to get stronger. And what do I mean by that? People like me, there's people that wish they were in my position. There's people that look up to me and think I'm perfect, think I have it all figured out. I don't. I have bad habits just like anybody else. I do dumb shit that I regret just like anybody else. I am human just like anybody else. Just because I make a little bit of money doesn't mean nothing. Once you get to the point to where you're making a good amount of money, you realize that money is the least of your problems. Once you figure out all the money problems, you're left with all of the real problems. And that's when you're stuck with real life. That's when you got to be really aware with yourself. Because the people that are billionaires, millionaires, they don't get to that level not being real with themselves. They don't get to that level not being honest with themselves. You understand that? They all go through problems. They all have things that they're trying to work on every single day. The difference is between them and you is they don't think they have it all figured out. They know they are improving. They know they need work. They know they have things that they need to fix because there's a gap in between their best version of themselves and who they are now. And the best version of ourselves, in my opinion, I don't know if we're ever gonna reach it, because if we ever reach it, then what are we gonna do? Are we gonna stop working hard? Or are we just gonna maintain the best version of ourselves. I personally think the best version of ourselves is the version of ourselves that continuously keeps trying to become the better version of themselves until they die. That may be a little bit morbid, but it's, in my opinion, that's what I think is true. We got to keep on pushing and improving every single day, because every day that we're here, there's lessons that are teaching us how to become better. There's lessons teaching us what we're doing right and wrong, and there's every single day we are faced with the exact answers to all of our questions, all of our problems. We're given the answer every single day, but we're not aware of it. We aren't diligent enough to ask ourselves and be real with ourselves to tell ourselves we have everything we need. We just need to do it. Get out of your own way. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Trust me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. To achieve what they can't, you got to do what they won't. Trust me, we got work to do. We're about to head to the gym. I hope you appreciate that little piece of game, because there's a lot. I go through a lot. People that I know that make money go through a lot. Money is the least of your problems. Once you start to make money, you realize money only solves money problems. There's a lot of things in life, including personal development, that money is not going to solve. The only thing that's going to fix you is you. So be real with yourself. Be real with what your strengths and weaknesses are, and work on improving them 1% a day.
Just got done a good little workout, just got some content recorded, but man, do what they want to achieve what they can't. I'll give you guys a little tip. One of the things I kind of do is like a little game I play with myself. Every time I go to the gym and there's other people in the gym, I try to stay longer than everybody. Because most of the time they got there before me, so I'm gonna end up being there longer than them anyway. But like when I see when there's one more person left or two more people left, I'm like, you know what? Let me just keep going. They're likely gonna get out here soon. They likely are gonna leave. Let me just take that little 1% closer, work a little bit harder, or even just do another rep, whatever it may be, to kind of get here longer, stay here longer than everybody else, to be the last one in the gym. That's kind of something that keeps me pushing. It's like that, I forget who made this, maybe Ed Milet, the one more, it's like the one more rule. When you have, basically when you're done all your sets, when you're done all your reps, do one more. When you do all your push-ups, do one more. When you read all the pages you're supposed to read today, do one more. That's like the idea behind it. And essentially, when I was about to leave, I did one more, which was, in this case, just stay a little bit longer, and came over here, got some content and everything. But yeah, but to probably head out here. I haven't really been out here before, like in terms of like this little area. I'm gonna go out on Instagram Live out here, just while I'm out here, since I got my camera and all that. Go Instagram Live, give some value to the team, and just continue giving value. You know what I'm saying? What else do I got to do today besides give value to the team? I cleaned up the crib a little bit, got the gym done. Just got to get a lot of content posted. Got to talk to a couple of my mentees, send a couple of videos out when it comes to the programs and everything. So that's some stuff I got to do, and nothing too crazy. Sundays aren't usually the most busiest days of the week, but today's the Super Bowl, so I'm going to just keep going. I don't care about the Super Bowl, don't care who wins, and none of that. It's not going to make me no money. I'm not betting on it. So it's just out of sight, out of mind. I'm gonna focus on something that's gonna make my life better. I'm gonna focus on something that's gonna improve my life. The Super Bowl isn't gonna improve my life. Nice little angle, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like sitting down on this little bench. The sun's kind of going down. They're cooking food over there. They making me hungry, I ain't gonna lie. But we about to hop on Instagram Live. I'm gonna show you clips that's, oh damn, that food smells good, I ain't gonna lie. Coming out here after the gym, it's probably a bad idea. Back in mi casa. All right, so the live is done. Value was given. A lot of more game. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like going on that sunset. I'm gonna kind of go over there a little bit more. It was very warm out, the weather's getting nicer. I can actually take advantage of it. But now I gotta get a lot of content edited for the day. One of the main things that takes a good amount of time throughout the day, like trading doesn't take this much time. Teaching people doesn't take this much time. Watching all the footage that I've recorded, editing it, putting sounds over, putting music, cutting it, listening to myself speak, editing reels, that shit takes literally hours. Hours upon hours upon hours. So I'm gonna spend the time right now that I got majority of the things I need to get done in terms of the major high ROI activities. So now's about to get the content, everything scheduled, so that when I gotta get my girlfriend later on from work and I gotta go get food, I'm not trying to stress to get the video uploaded, get the video edited. We're planning ahead. Plan ahead so you don't get left behind.
like I'll send like the little notes that I have. This is kind of just what I'm going off of. Just like I have written down, it's going to be funded accounts, live accounts, copy trading, and investor accounts. I'm going to kind of talk on each, but to keep it bare bones simple, if you want the easiest way to go from making $1,000 a trade to $2,000 to go from $2,000 a trade to 4,000, simply you would just double your capital. Whether it's double your money that's in a live account or double the account size that you have when it comes to funded accounts. If you keep the same process but just double the capital, that's the easiest way to make more money. You're going to be risking more money, but that's also going to allow you to make more money. No risk, no reward. You got to risk money to make money. If you want to make 100,000, you got to be able to risk the money that's going to be able to make you 100,000, right? So if you want to make more money, the main thing you could do that everybody could do is, for one, you can get more funded accounts. If you can pass one funded account, there's no reason you can't get multiple. I've passed probably 3 in the last 2 months. If you could do it once, you could do it twice. It may not happen when you want it to. You may not pass when you think you might pass, but it's going to happen just from following the process. It's just a simple byproduct of following the process. But funded accounts is the easiest way to double your capital. Like, you can go from 50K funding to have another 50K. Just like that, you're doubling what you possibly are going to make. Just like that. And that's just with 2 accounts. You could have fucking 10 accounts, 5 accounts, depending on the prop firm. And if you want to have, like I said, go crazy with it, we're going to talk about the copy trading. But same thing goes with a live account. A live account is a little bit more risky, in my opinion, if you don't have proper experience with a live account. If you don't have proper data when it comes to knowing yourself and knowing your system, doubling your money in your live account, in my opinion, doesn't make sense unless you're getting that money from a funded account. If you're trading a funded account and you're able to get consistent. The fuck did I just hear? That wouldn't really make sense, in my opinion. Just one live account is more than enough. You may have different live accounts for different purposes. And that's another thing I would say. You could have a live account mainly for maybe you want to be more aggressive. Say you have a $10,000 live account and you're risking 250 or you're risking 500, and that's maybe a conservative account. Maybe you have another $10,000 account, but that one's a more risky account that you're risking $1,000. Or even, let's just say it's not even a $10,000 account, it's a $1,000 live account where you're risking $100 per trade, or it's a $1,000 live account where you're risking $25 to $50 per trade. Regardless, the main thing I mean by that is you can have different live accounts for different things, different intentions. If you want to trade a CPI, a FOMC, a NFP, and you know the risk behind it, you may want to have a whole account for it in case that shit gets fucked up. But that's why you would have the option to do that in comparison. You know what I mean? Next is going to be investor accounts. Now, this is something that I personally haven't got much into, but I know people that have done this, and I know this is something I thought about doing before. But this is, like I said, I'm just kind of going over all of the ways that you can kind of get more capital to your name. You can either pass funding accounts, right? Everybody knows you can do that. That's the main thing most people do. Have money in a live account. That's easily having at least 2 different ways that you have your money diversified into different accounts. Now, this is where you can get to a whole different level. This is when social media comes into play. This is when having a track record comes into play. This is when having proven data on you knowing what you're talking about, having proven statistics to back it up comes into play, because there's going to be people that have money but don't know how to trade. There's going to be people that have money and if they see you know how to make money, if they have proven data for months and months showing that you're going to consistently make a certain amount and you average a certain amount, it's just simply a numbers game. They'll be willing to give you money. Now, me personally, I haven't done that yet, because the amount of money that I would want from an investor to be able to make sense for me to have my emotions, like I'm going to feel a certain type of way trading somebody else's money, somebody else's live money. So I would need to make sense for me. But this is something that people could do, because there's going to be times where you can't really get the money for a live account. There's going to be times where you can't really get the money for funded accounts. Trust me, there's been multiple times in my journey where I knew how to trade. Trust me, I've been broke as a trader. I've had a lot of money as a trader. And there's been points where I've been trading the same exact way with money in my account and no money in my account, meaning my bank account. But I still traded the same exact way. It was a money problem. I didn't have money to either fund a live account. I didn't have the money to buy a challenge, even if I did know what I was doing. I just made mistakes that would essentially, they self-sabotage me and put me in that position, no matter how good of a trader I am. But if you have proven data, proven track record, now that's when people can come into play, because there's millions of people that have millions of dollars that don't know how to trade. This is just one skill set. There's millions of skill sets. Just because we're surrounded by people that trade, surrounded by people that know how to trade, that doesn't mean that everybody knows how. There's a lot of people that don't know how to do this. There's people that have money that they would be willing to invest into someone that knows what they're doing. But like I said, in my opinion, if you want to do that, the best way to do it, have social proof, be someone on social media, because they'll trust you. you guys would trust me trading your money in comparison to trusting someone that you don't see, right? Because it's just more of a one-on-one basis. That's why being in front of people on social media is good, because it's going to build your brand and it's going to build trust between people. You can either sell stuff to people, or you can do something just like this, where you can show that you know what you're doing, to where you have an audience that you're trying to curate for people to invest into you so that you could trade, right?
And just like that, we're done with another session, February 9th, scaling your trading. This was a very informative call. I think I already showed you the notes and everything, but if you want the notes that I went over with the team, right in there. But yeah, they're all talking about the Eagles and stuff. They're all talking about the Super Bowl, man. The Super Bowl. I'm trying to make some money. I'm trying to get ready for the week. They're about to watch the game after getting the value. This is where the video is going to come to an end. I had a great day. It's Sunday. I'm just ready to get the week started. I honestly don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl, but as of right now, recording this video, I think the Eagles are winning 30-6 or something like that. I'm not watching the game. I just kind of just checked up on the score. I just want to see what happens, you know what I mean? But besides that, I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you had a productive day. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I hope you found value in the vlog. And if you did, make sure you click the links in the description, because if you think this free value is good, you're in for a lot of information. Because trust me, I got 5 years of game, and I got a lot of value that I love to give. So with that being said, click the links if you want to learn more. If you want to work directly with me, click the first link in the bio. If you want free training, second link in the bio. And with that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you on tomorrow's daily video.